son.
Hey guys, Tish over here. How you doing today? Gonna have a quick video for you guys today. So check this out, right? I'm gonna have it on the screen. Your X1 up, you get deck checked, and during that your deck goes missing and you get automatically dropped as you don't have a deck. What would you do? I asked this because this happened to a good friend of mine and I'm honestly shocked. The TO did deal with it the best they could to give money to replace the core of the deck, but clearly this wasn't enough. Sad face. What was supposed to be a nice weekend turned into something pretty quickly. Wow, so the guy lost his deck. So this is actually the first time I've ever heard this happen before, right? And so there was a tier 2 event that happened in the UK over the last weekend, and it was a pretty moderately big one considering how big our regionals are generally. I'm not going to name the place, I'm not going to name who was involved, because of course it can be quite sensitive information, and to be honest it's not relevant to the actual topic in hand. So what we have here is a case of complete mistrust, right? So you go to this somewhat big event considering it's the UK. I know that in places like California you have like 1,000-person regionals and ridiculous things like that, you know, like 500-person. That's insane for a regional, right? But over here, 150 people is a pretty decent amount, right? So a lot of hectic things happen, and while that happens you get deck checked, and then that's the last time you see your deck. So your X1, so you're going into round 2, you just kind of, you know, yeah, I'm doing good, you know, I won the first round, I'm doing okay, you know, like 8 rounds today, that's not too bad, I can do that. And then it's like the guy comes in and says, oh yeah, random deck check, yeah, okay, take it, and you walk off. Or he walks off, and that is the last time you will see your deck. And I assume that the guy may be playing Cleafort's Burning Abyss or Necros, right? So we can assume that the deck is worth at least $200 to $300, okay? And then the deck is gone forever. So during that process between when the guy takes the deck out of your hands and walks over to the place where the judges sit, where they go and check decks, somewhere along that line, the deck, the $300 plus deck, disappears into thin air, right, in this large event. And so the guy comes back and says, I'm sorry, you no longer have a deck. And then not only that, but because you no longer have a deck, you are forced to drop out of the event. And so therefore, you're standing up now going, are you fucking serious? My deck is gone, right? I don't give a shit about the entry fee. I don't give a shit about anything else at this point. You can compensate me as much as you want, but unless you're going to give me exactly my deck back, I am not happy, okay? Because if we spend, for example, £400 or £500 for a Necros deck, right? Or even 300 to 400, I don't know the exact price of it right now. And then you go to an event that has a $20 entry fee, and then you win like 2 boxes, right, of Secret Forces. That doesn't even cover half of the cost of the deck. And even if you did get those, even if you did get 5 booster boxes, and that was equal to the price of the deck, you're not going to pull the deck. And you lose all of your stuff, and you have no deck anymore. Maybe you're going to go to a tournament the day after that. You have nothing left. And so therefore it's completely disgusting how a judge can, or a TO can just go, you know what, if you're just going to be ungrateful, you're just not going to take our compensation, then fuck you. And then he just goes and gets, you know, goes and throws a hissy fit and throws stuff around. And that's exactly what happened at this thing last weekend. So I'm not going to go into any more specifics about where it was and who was involved, even though I'm sure you'd be dying to know about that. But basically, the guy didn't get his deck back. The deck is now gone. It's probably in someone else's bag, and someone else now plays a nice tier 1 deck. And so therefore, it's like completely retarded, okay? It's so unbelievable. And this is going to be a quick video today because I want to hear your thoughts on it down below, and it's the first time I've ever heard of it happening before, and it's just despicable how this stuff can even happen. Like, it's one thing that 2 people get into a fight over Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but it's another thing when you lose a deck and then you don't get compensated for the amount that you paid, because Yu-Gi-Oh is an expensive game with very, very volatile entity that you have here that can just disappear out of thin air. Someone could just take your deck and put it into their bag and then pretend they don't have it, and then it's like, oh, my deck's gone, okay? It's very easy to lose your cards, but at the same time, you don't expect your cards to get lost in the hands of the TO or head judge or judge. You know, that's when it starts to get really out of hand, and then you are allowed to be pissed off and shout. you know. So that's it really. I mean, it's unbelievable how this stuff can happen, and it just happens, you know, very, very rarely when it does. And that's why from now on, you know, you just, every time you get deck checked, you're just going to be escorting the guy to the place and making sure that he's checking your deck properly, because by the time, if you don't pay attention to where he's walking to, you're going to lose, your deck's gone. That's it. As soon as you lose eye contact with your deck box, it's gone. It just vanishes. The judge now has a tier 1 deck and you have nothing, and you drop out the event and you get compensated a box. You know, that's it. So ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and comment down below your opinions about the whole thing. Really weird, you know. I'm sure there's lots of disgusted people out there. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.